Now the question is, where do we... Let's turn on the lights. The lights aren't powered on. Bless it. Oh. Whew. There we go. Look at that. This just in. And we switch it back to camera 1. That's much better. Those lights are a lot better now. That's good. I almost want to move the camera onto the table. I mean, get real close. Get real close with it. We get real... I need to move one monitor over here because I'm all the screens. One's either here or whatnot, what have you. So let's see. This didn't update. Why didn't... Oh, maybe it's a different thing. My channel. There we go. Yeah. All right, let's see. That's funny. What can I do? I think I can put some I can put music on here, I bet. So let me do that. Let's get some music up. Oh, hey-oh, we got something. Mohammed, I know. I wish I could use Moho. I don't really use Moho at work. I do Moho later. I don't know if it still changes, but Moho is great. And actually, we can read up. This would be a great time right now as we do the stream test. We can go to lostmarble.com. Moho has new owners, which is exciting, and then we could see what they're doing next in the Moho forum. Nope, excuse me. So general Moho, switch selection, fill display, Moho plans. Not too much information happening here, but they just got it, so we'll see what happens from there. I was going to do something. Oh, yeah, put on some music. Stand by. Monster Cat music. Uncaged. Monster Cat music. Maybe do some chill. Lo-fi. I don't know if that works. We'll do,
We stand here in defiance. We the makers.
ads. We have some ads here. That's fun.
Breakers.
I actually need to loop this computer into my soundboard so I can hear it, which would that be good. But then, man, this is a different space. I have not really live streamed here yet, so it's a way different space. Excited. Oh, it's loud. So yeah, there we go. That might. We'll see how that goes. The angles are all weird. I really don't even know what else to... How do you fill time? What do you talk about? We could talk about you. That's what That would work. Let's zoom in a little. The angle's wrong. We have to bring this up now. There's so many things to deal with. I don't know how. It's not really in focus. All the problems. Little focus check. It's a little better. So hi, how are you? How are things? What am I working on right now? Working on a lot. Very excited to doing some discovery work. So if anyone doesn't know, there's in IT, there's a lot of really cool things you can do. Part of the IT journey in information technology is the ability to provide value to your users, right? Like Twitch, the value to your user is that you get to get on this website and then you get to communicate with people or whatever. And so I'm responsible for providing value to users through the idea of product design. So I get to interact with users, I get to talk to people and figure out what it is that they need, what problems do they need solving. It's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding. I enjoy it very much. We're working on a couple cool projects that should help people, so I'm excited about that. Yeah. It's funny when you do stuff like, so this is like this studio that we put together is just kind of like a side gig that we do. We do podcasts here, internal messaging podcasts. So what's weird is when you work for a company, like the things you can and can't say, you have to be careful. So right now I'm like, oh, what do I say? What do I not say? So just wanted to be good. Oh, I've got nose shine. This is so good. I've got nose shine. Look at that. I'm gonna need some. This is what 1080p looks like with 60 frames per second. I need some makeup up in here. Need to powder the face. Mandalorian fans? Any Mandalorian fans? Because it's been my jam. Got a bunch of Funko Pops of the Mandalorian, and then they went and they fired Cara Dune. That was sad. So I was like, I'm gonna buy more Cara Dune stuff. Yeah, maybe that'll be my Bitcoin, Cara Dune stuff. And Bitcoin's going crazy. Dogecoin's going crazy. So if you got into any of those, GameStop was nuts. A lot going on there. Yeah. Trying to see here. Is any of the music coming through? I don't think any of the music's coming through. We'll take a look at that. So a little bit of troubleshooting. There we go. It's like dead air. This reminds me of college radio. I've got an itchy nose. I think it's because of the mask. I'm always wearing masks all the time. Is anybody else getting mask face? Where you notice it. It's all up in here. Glasses are all fogging up. It's been very cold in Omaha. Negative numbers in the degrees, whether it's Fahrenheit or Celsius. That's when it gets ridiculous. Double digit Celsius, if I recall correctly, and single digit Fahrenheit. Let's double check here. So let's do Omaha weather. Yeah, so -3 Fahrenheit, -19 Celsius. It's freaking cold. And we're getting more snow? Apparently we're getting some snow. Yeah. Or it's just south of where we're at. Maybe, I don't know where it's coming. It's real close. We got a couple hot spots. There was some crazy stuff. I have to see. I have to ask it if there was a lot of ice on the road. You got to be careful about that. Let's see if Mark's around. But so yeah, my day is this right now. We're gonna make sure that this doesn't crash. I think it looks really stable right now, which is nice. It does look like a shiny nose, but these are the things that I never have to deal with because I normally don't show my face. It's normally just we're just streaming. We're just casting squat. Yeah, we can get some overlays. Probably get some stream overlays. Maybe set up the second camera, set up the stream deck. A lot of things we could do. Get the chat on the... I don't know if I want to get chat on the screen. But... what's any other hot news? Thank God. No, let's see. Are you in a meeting? It's weird to be live streaming and working at the same time. Like when your live stream is your work. Normally, I'm like, nope, you can't live stream while you're at work because you're working. And now, when your job involves live streaming, it's an interesting thing to think about. It's an interesting thing to overcome because I feel like, I need to be doing something. But the thing I need to be doing is testing this, which is interesting. It's a tough deal. So we're down here. I'm trying to think of who else. It'd be funny to get my kids. Be like, hey, Max, open up Twitch. The eye lines are all wrong. Like, this needs to be way over here. So when I'm looking down, it almost needs to be... I think I need to move the camera over even there and then get this over here, but... yeah. Is there a reflection? How are my reflections? The lights are good. I like the lights. They're nice. I'm getting hit. That's that light. And then this light. Maybe this light needs to come in a little bit, actually. Huh. It's all right. Let's see. Yeah, check this out, Mark. Check that link out. I tell him. I says to the guy, check that link out. Hopefully it's not blocked. That's the other thing. Most of this stuff, when you work for a larger company, there are security preferences in place that you can't go to certain sites. Thank God we have a really cool new leader who's opened that up for us a little bit. Let's see if he says it's blocked. Oh, he is on it. All right. Well, look at that. Big shout out to my main man, Marky Mark. How you doing, Mark? Hope things are going well. Really excited. Mark and I have been working really hard on doing, we call it Project Discovery. So, again, we were talking about IT and working with users and identifying problems. So, the way you do that as a product person is you meet with really smart people, like the one who's watching right now, and he helps you walk through different problem spaces. So, we basically map out, like when you think about going to the store, you think, well, I go to the store. Actually, you do a ton of things. You think about, okay, what do I need from the store? There's something happens that necessitates the need to go to the store, to go there. Then you have to figure out a mode of transportation to the store, because your store isn't in your house, right? So then you have to figure out, okay, I'm going to take my car. Now, what does your car need? Your car needs keys. And then when you think about your car, you're also thinking about not only does it need keys, you're like, hey, does it have enough gas? Like, there's all these other decisions, so it's decision to decision, and you have to streamline. Oh, this is just to get to the store. You needed to get eggs. And then, so that's just your part of that. Of hey, all right, so I get my keys, I get in my car, and now I have to navigate to the store, and there can be all these decision trees across the way about, okay, well, what time is it? Am I going to run into traffic? Yeah, am I going to take the back way or the interstate or whatever? So there are those decisions that go in. Then you finally get to the store, and then the store is bombarding you with end caps and displays and advertisements about, oh, because the eggs far back to the store, right? Nobody puts the eggs right in the beginning because they want you to walk past all that other stuff. So you have to walk past all these other things. Hopefully, the store wants to get more of your money. So it's like, oh, you get a kombucha, or who drinks kombucha? But anyway, in this particular case, you've made a decision that you're going to. Kombucha and eggs. That's going to be your thing. So then you finally get the eggs. Then now you have to pay for the eggs. So now there's a whole other branch there. So we've taken go to the store to get some eggs, and we've identified huge decision trees and decision matrices that are inside of just that one simple thing. And it's when you explore those spaces you can find problems that can be solved. Things like payment, right? We talked about payment. Well, I don't have my wallet, but I do have my phone. So, hey, now we've got Apple Pay, and we've got all these other things. So those products are things that will help you overcome. They want to add value in your life. So they're going to trade you the ability to pay with your phone to know what it is you're buying and where you're buying it at. And then they're going to take that and try to use that to build more stuff for you and use those data points to build other things and try to get money from you. So, yeah, it's a really interesting thing, but it all comes with working with smart people that you can group together and figure all those things out. So we did that for our industry, of which maybe I'll talk about it at a later time, but I'm trying to keep things very generic, as this is my work content on a personal channel, which is always just, woo, roll the dice. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. I have not thrown it back to the old. Nothing on chat. I don't even know if we have any viewers, honestly, but that's okay. Oh, we do have a few viewers. We have a few viewers. So I hope you're having a good time. Would love to know. Feel free. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. Where else are we? Let me see where else we are. We're on a few places. But it's a really exciting room. Real exciting place. Okay, so I'm actually on. We're on Twitch. We're on Steam. We're on Nemo TV. We're on D Live. We're on Facebook, and we're on YouTube. And it's been a while since I've actually done stuff to restream to know what other places we can go. These are what I set up a long time ago. Dude, I would bring my gaming rig in here and frickin' stream. This is like rock solid connection. I wish I had a connection like this at my house, because I would be the next Dr. Lupo, who apparently is also in Omaha. So, yeah, if I had a freaking connection, dude, we would be, oh my gosh, esports 24/7. It'd be a good time. But anyway, the best part is interacting with chat, of which no one is chatting. So that's where the real magic of live streaming comes from. That it's not just this one way. It's bi-directional. Bi meaning both. Two. More than one. But no, the biggest thing is we wanted to test and make sure that everything was working. Everything seems to be working. We've got audio. We've got some hopefully sick beats. You're listening to some chilled out tunes. Here, I could move, change the whole. Hey, welcome. We're talking about product. We're talking about product design. Yeah. Yeah, it's good times. Oh. Oh man, it's good times. So yeah, we Mark, what do you want to talk about? Chat me on Teams. I need something. I feel like I'm drowning in this ocean of nothing. It's so quiet in the studio. It is it's a rather large studio. It's a rather large room. I think it's probably, what do you think, 20 feet? 20 feet by maybe 30. Is it 20 feet or 30 feet? Probably like 30 by 15. It's probably 30 by 15 in here. Yeah, because if you're socially distanced, we have to be about 6 feet apart, and we have this huge table. This table's probably 6 feet. I mean, it's tall, yeah. It's a long table. But yeah, we're just killing time. I got some new art software as well. Affinity Designer, which is really cool. You know, with Adobe, you have to do so much. You've got that monthly subscription with Adobe, and it's not cheap. It's like $60 a month. I'm lucky that, I can afford that. And especially if you have Adobe software, you're usually hopefully making money with it. Like, even if it's just, hey, I'm going to touch up some photos for somebody. Hopefully you can make like $100, and that way you're pocketing 40 of it because you're sending 60 of it over to Adobe. But anyway, this Affinity Designer was $25 on sale, and it's essentially a Adobe Illustrator competition. That has been really fun. They really nailed image masking. If that's one of the hardest things you can do, I think, is like figure out how to do image masking. And they do a really intuitive, easy way. And they have a great pen tool. Like, the pen tool is also a real difficult tool to master. And they've got just some great inputs that allow you to adjust your curves. So it's a really cool program. So the Affinity Designer, I highly recommend to check it out. Quirks, though, there's a couple quirks. But what doesn't have quirks, I need a couple more. What do I need? What do I need? If I could need something, what would I need? I would need water and food. If I was on a desert island, that's what I would have. Food and water. Practical, not super exotic. But that's how it is. In here, I would have some powder for my nose, because holy crap, it is the shiniest nose I've ever seen. It's on par with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let Rudolph play any of these reindeer games. But let me tell you, one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, he said, "Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" Well, let me tell you, then all the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee. They said, "Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you will go down in history. You will go down in history." There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about Rudolph and his red nose. Dark Cloud! How are you doing, Dark Cloud? Great to see you. Thank the Lord. Doing a stream test right now at work because we're planning on doing a work stream. And I didn't have anything. But thank God, I have no chat. I've just been here talking, and it's been impossible. Chat is the best part. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing good. That good well thing, does that bug anybody else? Where you're like, hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm doing well. It's like, oh, one of those. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Darkcloud says, stream looks good. I like the setup. Thanks, man. It's pretty legit. They did a good job. They financed it very well. I was really lucky. And actually, these were all my recommendations of what to do. So it was a pretty sweet setup. Oh, somebody's calling me. Who's calling me? Who's calling me on a thing? Matt Allen is calling me. Let me tell Matt that I'm here. I need to be careful here. Let me see. I'll say, hey. Let's see, Matt. Hey, come join me. Maybe I get Matt down here. We'll do that. Yeah, it's great having a stable internet connection. Dark. It's been great. How have you been? What have you been doing? And you see, Rob has a new video, which has been very exciting. It's like an augmented reality game. I think he could truly be like the greatest puzzle master ever. And I've been working on art on my side too, which has been fun to do outside of work. But yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. I think I know some of the meta, but we'll see how it goes. Let me see here with the word. Come join me. So, Dark says, I graduated with a bachelor's degree in computer science. Dark Cloud. What area of the country? Or are you going to go remote? Or what are you thinking? That's fantastic. And a lot of gardening. This is the time for it. Well, no. It's winter, but yeah. So that's cool. Bachelor's in computer science. Congratulations, my friend. That's fantastic. Arizona? Why would you want to leave? It's -8 here right now. Or what is it? It's -19 Celsius, -2 Fahrenheit right now in the good old state of Omaha. So computer science, Arizona, GoDaddy's out there. Cloud Ops, man. If you wanted to get some freaking bank, go Cloud Ops. Holy crap. You could absolutely just cash it in. The D up in here, D05. Great to see you, D. Thanks for being here today. Yeah, we're here. So this is the studio at work, and very exciting. This is we've got a 2-cam setup, and apparently some lights that are very shiny on my nose. I have a shiny nose. But it's great to see you, D. Hope things are going well with you. D is also in the Midwest, so it's great for Midwesterners to stick together. Winter is over already in Arizona. There's yes. There is 2 cams. Let me show it. Let me show it off. First, let me get my old Stream Deck, which, oh no, I don't have enough cable, but here's the other one. 1, 2, 3, go. Boom. We are wide. Hello over there. How are you? Way in the distance. Oh, SOS. So sick. Oh, that's right. Thank you for helping me. So sick. I'm glad you helped the person say your name. Because I would read it like SOS Kiki too. But no, it's so sick. How you doing, buddy? So sick. I think I know who So Sick is. I'm going to assume that this man is so sick at soccer. That's what I'm going to say. So yeah, so we've got that. And actually, that's about halfway there, and then we got this. So we're back to the first cam. But what I'm doing right now is a stability test. We're making sure that OBS isn't crashing. I've actually never had OBS crash. I've been using it for probably 6 years. Never had an OBS crash. I either had that my internet conked out, right? So the internet connectivity, which is freaking amazing. Like, dude, I seriously want to get a cot in here. If I had a way, I would stream. I'd be like, clock out, turn the stream on, nothing but esports. It would be amazing. So yes, D, I will definitely DM you. Yes. Let me get that. How do I message people? I can only report you. It's because I'm not logged in. Durr. Am I on Discord? Where am I? Where's my phone? Oh, phone you. D, nothing a little foundation can't fix. Shiny. Watch it dazzle like a diamond in the rough. That's right. Shiny. Shiny nose. I'm going to get on Discord for D. Because it's easier to do. It's so great to see everybody. I miss everyone very much, so. And, it's so great, yeah. So, Dark, there's people, that's so funny, because if people are living here, they're like, how do I get to Arizona? And you're like, I just want out of here. Where in Arizona? Like, you don't have to tell me the city, but, I mean, is there I'm not familiar with Arizona. Oh, yes, I do. You caught me. The cable management is real. Yep. How bad is it? How bad is the scene? Let me see. Oh, yeah. It's terrible. Yep. That's it. All of my, So this was funny. Anybody else that does gear? Oh, my God. I'm tripping over myself. We have this digital mixer, and that's why. So this was one of the hardest things to find, and I thought this would do it. This is a Rocat. I'm going to switch back here. This is I need foot pedals. This is the Rocat Juke, and I thought this would do it, but I actually needed to get a Scarlet. But it just didn't have, I don't know if it didn't have the preamp that I needed or whatever, but this just didn't have the boost. So my wife actually drove all the way to Lincoln to get this, because I was like, I couldn't get a Scarlet. They don't really keep Scarlets. Maybe Nebraska Furniture Mart would have it. But this is what I needed to do, so she drove all the way to Best Buy in Lincoln in order to pick that up. Dark, you want rain and cool weather. You need to go to Portland, Oregon, but it's crazy there. That's where my sister lives. Rain and cool weather would be, yeah, that's maybe Washington State. So, Dark, you say there's 3 big cities. Flagstaff is the nicest weather-wise, but it's also the smallest. Then there's Phoenix and Tucson, which are hotter and more desert-like. I live in Phoenix. So I got to figure out where Amazon is. Scarlet Overkill. That's right, from Minions. No, it's the... Let me see if I can get it here. Hopefully I didn't just break it. This is the... Can I show it? I can't show it. It's just right off camera here. And if I unplug it... I need more cables. You can barely... There, you can see it right here. It's right here. You see that? Can you see that? No, you can't see it. You can't see it. Okay, well, it's the Focusrite Scarlet Solo, and it is a USB input. And we go from our mixer out XLR to a ground noise loop isolator, so that gets rid of any buzz, because you can get some nasty buzz. And that's about $3, $4, $5 for that. And then it goes into the Focusrite. The D. Portland weather also has a chance of crazy with fire bombs, which is, can't fault you there. You're just as smooth and sly as Scarlet. Well, that's from So Sick. Thanks, Sick. That's pretty sick. But the really exciting thing, so we've got 4, so it's really cool. So at my studio's only got 2 of these, and we opted for 4 in here. And this was right before, like, we did this, would have been last year, I think, or early this year. It would have been last year. I think we did this before. I'd have to go back and check, but it's great in here. So everybody has this great sound, which has been cool. D, thanks for being there. Have a great day. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. It's made it a lot easier for me to do some testing. So that's what I'm doing right now, doing a stability test. Things are rock solid right now. We've been streaming for 33 minutes. The CPU is at 1.3%. 1.3%. They freaking hooked me up with this box. I don't even know what's in this thing. I got to figure this out. Let me see what this is. The encoder card, though, is the Elgato Duo, and it takes 2 full HD 1080 60 frames per second inputs, and it's just been perfect. I can't believe my CPU is this doing real nice. But yeah, 0 drop frames, 0.0% drop frames. It's just been beautiful. No, so Dark, I'm sorry, I'm getting all freaking distracted. GoDaddy? How is GoDaddy? I would think that they're churn and burn. They're just gonna freaking grind through people. I'd be interested if they've got to be a known entity, a known space by you in Arizona. Okay, so they got me a i7 10700. What the hell? I don't even know how to read I was going to say AMD. I don't even know how to read Intel chipsets anymore. 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is beautiful. And, dude, there's something going on. It's beautiful. 31.7 gigabytes usable. Like, when does that happen? When do you actually have most of your RAM usable? That it's not just being like, I'm going to take it, system. What is a 10? It's like a 10700. It's not a K. It's just a 10700. i7. How do you even say it? A 10700? and it is only, it's not even, it's a Comet Lake. This is weird. So it's an 8-core, 2.9 gigahertz. But I think it boosts, doesn't it? It should boost. So it can boost up to 4.8. Dude, that's solid. The fact that I'm doing all this encoding at such a low clock speed and everything is freaking smooth and stable, this is gorgeous. This is really nice. So, Dark, you're saying video games? Oh, man. Oh, man. Have you done a video game yet? Don't know much about database management and internet and web programs, so don't qualify for much like Amazon or GoDaddy. There's a ton of money there, man. And especially if you have the computer science degree, it's not that big of a jump. And let me tell you, like a cloud ops, if you get into cloud ops, dude, it's like $100K in the door, $150 in the door. Because even if you start off as a developer, depending on your area, right, they're going to start you at like 90 as a junior. Yeah. So completing things is a big deal. Game development, I think, is one of the hardest things to do because you need a team. I think you need a team because it's rare that you're going to have every single aspect of game development. The writing, the music, the art, and the programming, and then the marketing on top of that. That's the marketing is what's going to make you a critical success. But for you to be able to if you just do the focus on the programming, like, yeah, you could be an awesome programmer, but you're like, I have no assets, I have no sprites, I have no music. There's really cool places. Yeah. The multidisciplined. We call them cross-functional teams as well here. So yeah, those are great. I would agree. It makes for more interesting problem solving for sure. And there's a team dynamic too, so that there's the people aspect. So I think video game. The other thing with video games, you get you get ego everywhere. Ego is the killer. You got to be careful with ego. You got to. So what I just saw somebody's podcast I listened to said you have to play the game before you can change the rules. I thought that was really. It's been a long time since I heard that. And it really resonated because you come in being like, I can do everything, and then a lot of people are like, why do you do it this way, or we could change it this way. And if I could go back and change anything, that's what I would do. I'd be like, hey, just do the thing for a little bit before you're like, throw off that table. Sick. What, you could dry ice in my computer case to cool it down? There is liquid cooling. Sick. Dry ice. They've done that for actual dry. I don't know if it's dry. Yes, dry ice. Yeah. They use dry ice to do like world record speed competitions. Because much like muscle cars, they do that for computers. And you should see it. It's these big silver, it's dry ice, and they have the big silver tub that's freaking huge, and then they bring the pipe over and they cool this thing down, and it's ridiculous. If you haven't seen it, it's truly hilarious. So yes, I would recommend if you're going to start overclocking and getting that world record temp, that's where you want to be. Dry ice all day, every day. Good luck though. You'll probably get on some watch list. What would we used to do with dry ice? We used to do dry ice because Omaha Steaks packages. So that's what you need to do. You just need to order a bunch of Omaha Steaks because you'll get the dry ice for free and a delicious, nutritious steak. So, Dark, I think when it comes to video game design, though, RenP is where I'm at right now. My big thing for video games right now is I've moved into the visual novel space. The thing I don't like is that it has some adult connotations, which I'm not a big fan of those kind of games. But from a programming standpoint, I'm using RenP, and that's Python-based, which is pretty cool. And it's been really easy. You know programming, though. So you'd be able to pretty much handle it. But it's just a really easy syntax. It's very easy to do things, and it's pretty cool. So sick. You're saying that your computer has 128K, which is kilobytes, by the way, of memory. Thinking of upgrading to 2 megabytes, would that be a good thing to do? Well, you really want to make sure that you're not going overboard on that one. I would say, let's change that from megabytes to gigabytes, and then we're talking. Yeah. The potatoes au gratin from Omaha Steaks Dark Cloud is the best ones. Like they are. We should make some right now. That's what we should do. The cafeteria is closed today, though. I'm so bummed. The email went out. Sick, did you see that? No cafeteria today, which is a bummer. I am truly, this is all I'm going to do. I just want to tell everybody that I tested this thing. No problems. Not a single disconnect. I don't think we've dropped any frames. I'm not doing a bunch of weird stuff right now, but I mean, like, I think for what we need to do for what we do at our jobs, this is exactly how you would do it. You read chat, I don't know if you're gonna make eye contact with the camera or not, but keeping it simple, keeping it casual, keeping it real. Oh, no way. You're working from home? I was working from home, and then they were like, hey, we want to live stream. And I was like, hey, I think we can. We've just never hit the button before. I knew it was, so let me tell you, I came in 10 o'clock. I log into Restream. I get my key. I put my key into OBS. I hit go. It's rare that just happens. I mean, this is ridiculous. We're at 1.4% CPU. That's crazy stuff. So I'm checking my Microsoft Teams every once in a while, checking my email. What do we have here? Oh. Cool, I am in. Cool. I'm in and have been live streaming for 40 minutes. 40 plus minutes. With no errors. With no crashes. Whop. Whop. Wow. So I send that. Yeah. All right. Sick, thanks for popping in here. Appreciate it. We got to get on the phone here soon. You gave me a jingle jangle. I want to make sure that I get you back. I missed you yesterday. More of this shenanigans here at the podcast. So thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. You have a great day. That's so sick, too. I think possibly new on Twitch. Maybe not. I got to see. I got to click on his name. That feels like a new account, though. I feel like that's new. Oh, yeah. That's new. We don't know much about them, but we're sure So Sick 2 is great. That's what it says. Good times. Great oldies. Oh, that's right. There's a lot of great things you could do with a Twitch account. Twitch owned by Amazon, by the way. Yeah. So it's some foundation. That's the biggest thing I need to get. I'm trying to rub the shine off. That's not going to work at all. But at least my glasses aren't reflecting super bad. You can still see my eyes. Can I Twitch on Twitch? I have actually. I have this. My muscles right here are like tweaking out all the time. I don't know if I'm dying or what's happening, but my thumb is. I'm ticking. I'm twitching. Muscle twitching on Twitch. Yeah. So, hey, I don't know if anybody's seen this. I'm going to shill for Coca-Cola for a second here. Coca-Cola with coffee, dark blend. My name's Johnny Omaha, and every day since I've gotten to work here, I've been enjoying a Coca-Cola with coffee, dark blend. It's the only great Coca-Cola taste blended with rich, luxurious coffee. This sounded like the worst thing ever, and I bought it as a joke, and I am now eating my words here, where this is a delicious, not necessarily nutritious, but 69 milligrams of caffeine here. You get a wonderful, if you like Coke, you have that full flavor, full body flavor of Coke, and a smooth, luxurious coffee, let me tell you. It is a full-bodied, full roasted flavor. You would think that these two flavors are ones that should not be best friends, but let me tell you, they are in a warm embrace here, or a cold embrace, because it's a cold drink, and it's got some fizz, it's got some coffee, It is 70 calories, 0 fat, 40 milligrams of sodium, 18 grams of carbs because it's all in the sugar with 18 grams additional added sugars. That's 36% of your sugar intake. It's also 0 protein and not a significant sort of saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, fiber, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potass. That's interesting. Iron and potass. P-O-T-A-S. What the heck are potass? Is that a joke? Dude, Dark, I'm telling you, it sounded weird. I don't think I would do that. I don't actually like vanilla Coke because I think the vanilla overpowers the Coke. But the dark blend, they make it in vanilla and they make it in dark blend. Maybe that is potassium. Potass. Dark, this is the power of the internet. Thank you. It has got to be potassium. Potass. P-O-T-A-S. Period. We make the best potassium. So, a lot of ingredients in this one, which probably means it's cancer. But carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color or caramel color. We got coffee powder, natural flavors, phosphoric acid, caffeine, sodium benzate, and potassium sorbate to protect taste. Parentheses, to protect taste. Sucralose, asulfame potassium. Asulfame potassium. Canned under the authority of Coca-Cola Company, Atlanta, Georgia, by a member of the Coca-Cola Bottlers Association, Atlanta, Georgia. Powdered coffee from Brazilian coffee beans. That's interesting. So they put powdered coffee in here? I don't know. I would be interested in how this is. Scan here for more information. There's a QR code and a UPC. Please recycle. Consumer information, call 1-800-438-2653. 2020. The Coca-Cola Company, Coke.com. 12 fluid ounces. Coca-Cola with coffee flavored. Coca-Cola with coffee flavored with other natural flavors. Captain Myers! Restream bot from YouTube says, Johnny, it's Captain Myers, and I was just drinking those. Dude, is that crazy? There's something going on right now. So it's been scary because I normally try not to do energy drinks all that often, but it is not working super well. White Monster, not only that, but the freaking big White Monster also happening here. So, Dark, you're also saying I want to grow my own coffee plant, but single plants give so few beans. I think it'd be interesting. So you've been gardening, Dark. I want to know more about your gardening. Myers, I hope you've been doing it. I had to order them off Amazon. I like the Dark Roast. That's what we have. So at our cafeteria that is closed today, which is sad, this is... I think I might be the only one buying them, and I'm okay with that because I'm like, nobody else does. But they have to reorder them. But this is better than it has any right to be, is how I say it. Because who would ever think... It's a beautiful bottle, though. It kind of reminds me of Starbucks a little bit. I think they're trying to do the Starbucks wave. But it's nice. But the White Monster is just... This thing is... It's made for girls. They make it for girls. They say some people are impossible to please. As soon as they get what they thought they wanted, they always want more. Our team writers and monster girls are no different. That's not fair. They can't just have the best flavor known to man. And it's just like, well, this is who wants it. They've been dropping some hints lately. They've been asking us for a new monster drink, a little less sweet, lighter tasting, 0 sugar, but a full load of our Monster Energy blend. Sure, white is the new black. We went all out. Monster Energy Zero Ultra. Unleash the Ultra Beast. So, Myers, I'm going to get to that in just a second about the flavor. I got to read this from Dark here. I just planted some Kentucky Wonder Garden beans. Those are starting to sprout. I threw in an onion in the ground because it was super leafy. Okay. My outdoor radishes died, but my indoor ones turned out well. We have somebody that has a greenhouse that's always up, and it's like fluorescent purple all the time. The taste, Myers. All right, we're going to go back to this taste. I would agree. It's funny, though. It's difficult only in the fact that in order to describe it to someone, like, imagine this cheek has a bunch of Coke in it. A Coke Classic. And this cheek has a shot of coffee in it, and you just kind of swirl them together, and it's exactly that. It is exactly, you can taste the Coke and the coffee separately at the same time. How does that work? It's not like a new flavor that's been created. It's truly, oh, there's the Coke. Oh, there's the coffee. Like you have two tongues or two flavors receptors. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, the flavors are, yes. How do you describe it? I'm finding it difficult. I like it, and it doesn't taste like two flavors mixed together, more like how the flavors are layered. I didn't even read that whole second half of that. I was just like, how would you do it? But that's exactly, it isn't the mix. It isn't the mix, it's the thing. The indoor grow light, that's what it's called. That fluorescent, they're big, the grow light. Yeah, I would think Arizona, you guys don't have grass lawns? It's someplace. Where does grass stop in Arizona? And where is it just, okay, I've got river rock? Yeah, white and blue lights. Which makes it purplish. Yeah, there's ones that it must be purple. My lettuce is raised bed outside. What about hydroponics, if you will? Hydroponics. Let me double check that somebody's not trying to get a hold of me. No, not yet. We're double checking my worky work. It's funny. This is like, so part of IT also has this testing, like load balance testing, where you just throw a bunch of traffic at something and try to make it break. And that's what I feel like this is. And I am the freight train that must keep going. I must keep streaming. Yeah, 0 frames, CPU uptick to 1.7. So I don't know why that is, but I don't even think we're going to have music during the stream. But I put it on here just so we could enjoy some music. I also can't... oh, no, groundhogs. Jet Flash, mic's a bit low on the volume. We can fix that. Thanks, Jet. I appreciate that. We'll bring that up maybe. Let me transfer parameters. We have a digital mixer here that I'll... Oh, I am -12. Let me take me to -6. Let's see how this is. Yeah. Jet, tell me, let me know how this is. The levels look a little better. So let's see. Oh, there's a lot of talk happening about gardening here. Strawberry seedling, looking forward to. My lettuce is halfway grown. Otherwise, I have herbs and normal indoor grow light. So I missed the whole other part there about the strawberries. We can grow like Bermuda grass in the winter. I don't remember the summer variety, but grass grows okay. And Myers is saying, beware the groundhog and deer. How many you've got? But in New Jersey, they're a menace. Jet jumping in, helping me with the audio. Thank you, audio. Only javelinas. We think peppers. New Mexico's growing peppers up the yin yang. Dude, let me tell you, there's a lot of money in spice right now. And I think it's because everybody's working from home, so you don't need to use the shared bathroom. You can go a little spicier than you normally would because, hey, I can use my own bathroom. So that's, I think, a big thing that's happening. Around pumpkin season, the deer would find the biggest, nicest pumpkins and then take one bite of them. So not enough to totally destroy it, but enough that nobody wants to buy and carve it. And then grass in Arizona is somewhat popular, though, because it reduces ambient summer temperatures. Holy crap! Ambient summer, yeah, because I guess you're not going to walk on it. It's not going to be like Mustafar, where you've got Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting over lightsabers, and you're stepping on lava rock. All right, Jet, let's bump it up some more. We're going to pump it up. I'm going to go to 0. Nope, we'll go to 0. I probably just need to turn the music down, honestly, but... Oh, it didn't go up. That's weird. So, -6. Did this work? Maybe this will work now. Okay, now I hear it. I don't know why I didn't before. Wackadoo. Well, thanks for keeping me honest. That's for sure. All right, so now we're double the... All right, audio, blah, blah, blah. Tell it to Lumby! Tell it to Lumby! Coming into chat. Great to see you, Tell it to Lumby. And I got that wonderful double chin going on there, which I need to start walking or something. I need to figure that out. I've got some extra mass. Javelinas are a type of pig, not a pepper. I thought they were peppers. I'm like, yeah, grow some of those. Grow some pigs. I think I can help with that. Oh yeah, Jet. I usually have a plugin that actually ramps down my volume, but I haven't done it. That's right. I could just grow the beard out. That's where it started. It started to cover this up. I was down to like 200, and then COVID happened, and I think I'm right back up to like 212, 215. That's bad. I was trying to get to 180. That's what I'm supposed to be at, 180. How does that work? The dad bod. That's where it's at. That's what happens. You eat all your kids' food. So I'm like, all right, you didn't finish those hot dogs. You didn't finish those tater tots. You didn't finish those chicken fingers. That's how it goes. It's just been that. I did get, so there's a couple games I've been getting. I don't have a ton of time for. I've been trying actually to redo my life. I've been trying to redo my time management outside of work. So I do a lot of work. I take on work. I'm actually doing some other work outside of work right now. And I try not to be watching TV all that often. I watch X-Files. I never watched X-Files. And I grew up, I'm a child of the 80s and 90s. And it's been fun to go back to X-Files and see and remember that, like, oh my gosh, they lost the film. They lost pictures of aliens. And there was only film. And I'm like, in a digital world, that would be on, like, the cloud in 5 different data centers right now. So you wouldn't be able to. That's been funny. Oh. Captain Myers, I remember back in the days of Squad, North American Squad, Johnny was ripped and would cast on a beach all oiled up. Dude, I want to get back to casting. It'd be fun. Time management. Yeah, I missed X-Files. Draugr! Good to see you, Draugr. Wonderful to have you here. We're just chatting right now. Yeah, so I was big into Star Trek The Next Generation, so I did Star Trek The Next Generation a bunch. But now me and my wife are watching X-Files before we go to bed, which is sort of a bad thing because they're a little scarier than I normally. I'm not a horror guy. I'm not a scary guy. I like science fiction, but some of these get really scary. Yes, Jet, I absolutely want to stream some Squad again. And this is actually getting me totally hooked on streaming again because what's been happening is my internet connection at home, I drop frames all the time. And it's almost like, oh my God, this is what if this is how streaming is supposed to be when you have a rock solid internet connection. I'm at a very large company here in Omaha, and our network backbone is, they've spent a lot of money. We probably have our own pipes and everything like that, and I have not had a connection like this, I think, ever. We didn't even have a connection like this when I was casting at Off-World Industries. There was still I think they were still using it wasn't like this caliber. We have communications that are imperative to our business, so it's been pretty crazy. All right, Dark, you buy some seeds. I feel like you're doing your own little Stardew Valley there. Your own little Stardew Valley. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's what it was. Tell it to Lumby. I'll have something to look forward to. Yes. It should be. Yes, we will absolutely do that. That'll be good. But yeah, so here it's been incredible. I've got 0 frame drops. My CPU, they actually put together a sweet little stream PC, which is fantastic. We've got 2 cameras, actually. This is camera 1. And then, hey, camera 2, good to see you way back there. Don't pay no attention to the crappy cables, so we're going to go back to this one. But it's pretty exciting to be here. We've got a studio that seats 4, and it's all socially distanced. It's a rather long table. And right now, I said, hey, I've designed it actually. I picked all the hardware out and everything, and I said, hey, we can definitely live stream here. I just haven't officially hit the button. I just haven't, pressed go. So there's a big production coming up. Oh, good. We got to figure this out. Thanks. Got similar feedback. Will get it fixed already. Yeah, so... but anyway, so I never hit the button. So here I'm in like, yeah, it's fine. And wanted to hit the button, make sure it's all good. The John Squad. That's right. That's right. We're the number 2 squad. Oh man. So a lot happening. We got BlizzCon line happening here soon, if not now. I forget exactly when. I'm hoping that they do some Heroes of the Storm stuff. That's if I could stream another game, Heroes of the Storm would be a wonder. I would love to shoutcast that. But there's already his name escapes me. Oh my goodness, he's the best. Crandor, maybe Crandor. I forget. There's somebody. He is the voice. He's the voice. He's incredible. He's a German guy. He's just the best. Kador, maybe. Oh my goodness. It just goes to show that I'm not a super fan. Apparently, that's not fair. But yeah. So a lot. Thank you, Kaldor. All right, thank you, Draugr. Thank you. Draugr's always got my back. Best tank ever. Myers, what you been playing? COVID's given me a chance to explore these lesser-known video games, and Epic's free weekly games are awesome as well. I picked up, so there's a couple, it depends. It's been interesting. Gaming right now, Myers, that's a really good question, because gaming right now is changing, I think. I think it was, with COVID is actually, I think, increased the seriousness of it, of like that you need to really be more considerate about what you're doing with your time and what games are going to do to you. Because are you looking for a social interaction? Are you looking for the idea of there's certain things we just can't do anymore, right? So I'm doing Tabletop Simulator for my in-person replacement. Heroes of the Storm, EVE Online. I did a EVE Online push for a little bit. That was a ton of fun. Right now, I am playing Dyson Sphere because I love transportation and logistics, and that's a game. It's like Factorio, but in 3D, but not Satisfactory. It's still a RTS, top-down. So if you like Factorio, you'll love this. It's called Dyson Sphere. Teletolumbi, been playing tabletop with a group of friends. Also, Among Us and Project Winter, incredibly fun. I don't know. Among Us, I've never liked lying games. I don't like games where you lie. I think I'm lawful good or like neutral good. I'm a goody two shoes. It's pretty bad. I don't like lying to people I care about. What else have I been doing? So I bought Affinity Designer, which is an Illustrator competitor, Adobe Illustrator. I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to make a game. I'm trying to make a visual novel right now. So, Ultimate Admiral's Age of Sail. That would be fun. Project Winter is fun. Oh, Project Winter looks really cool. That one, if I remember correctly, one of you is like a werewolf or an alien or something, and you don't know, though. Like, I think you change halfway through or something, so you, like... I like those ones I might be able to do. I just don't want to kill my friends. Like, I don't like killing my friends in games. It's weird. I'm too sensitive, is what it is, I think. A were-alien. Yes. But excited Squad version 2 hopefully coming out soon, which is incredible to think about. Off-World Industries actually going through some changes, right? I think they had some big shakeups. I think Merlin stepped down as CEO. I don't even know who the CEO is anymore over there. They did a big thing for the Stack Up. So, dude, I think we've been playing Squad since 2015, Myers. Is that right? I'm going to double check work stuff here. It's been a while. I was there in the stream when you were casting from the chat. That was when, dude, that's when I knew. It was the first, oh my gosh. I don't even remember the tournament anymore, but it was the first Squad tournament. And I love those guys. It was not Doc. Oh my goodness. COVID, brain fog. They were key play. They were the original gangsters. I remember their voices because it was like a golf game. It was Doc, right? Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to, and then I did it. It wasn't Doc Hammer. It was Doc. I think it was just Doc something. It was Doc something. Not Doc Hammer. It may have just been Doc. The Doc. It was Doc and somebody else, and they have great voices, but like I wanted some hype. I wanted it to be freaking an event, and I still like the hype stuff. Socrates does an incredible job. I love his little shtick where he gets on the green screen and he's like, what's up? I really like keeping the focus on the players. Oh, what's this? Do me a favor, let's rewatch this. So I can't watch this live. I'm gonna watch it here. So all right, 1, 2. I'm gonna click it on 3. 1, 2, 3, click. I'm gonna watch it. I can't put it online though. Oh, what's happening? He's got his law ready to go. It's the funniest noise. He just makes this like, yeah. It's just the funniest noise. It's like no person would make this noise. It's an RPG just exploded next to you. Oh my god. That's a funny one. Oh. Oh my god. I think this is my first on-cam laugh, which is delightful. Oh man. Oh. It's just somebody put I'm crying. Oh my god. Oh, that was they did the track where he put the over. I would lose my stuff over ragdoll physics all the time too. So I'm just an easy laugh. Oh, that's what I needed. I'm burning calories. Now I'm getting that dad. That's that 6-pack. That's probably the most I've used these muscles going inward and not outward. So that is a big thank you for that. Oh my gosh. 1.2? 1.7? 1.2 CPU. 60 frames per second on 1080. This is ridiculous. Like, I will pay. I'm trying to figure out how much can I pay to get like a fiber line to my house. Oh my gosh. Whew, I need that. I need it. Whatever it is, I need it. You should see when I stream from home, it's like and just like drop frames. Because everybody's on the node. That whole residential, everybody is streaming right now, and the upload is just choking. I'm supposed to get like 30 megs up. 30 megs up. You can only stream 6.5 at the max. We're streaming 2.5. This looks better than anything. I wonder if I could even crank it up to 6. This is 2.5K. It's nuts. That's it. Maybe Starlink Jet. I was actually thinking that, but I don't know. I've got a lot of trees and stuff. Tech FX! Oh my gosh, Tech, how are you? Sneaky Mouse in the chat. We are doing a marathon stream trying to crash OBS. I don't think it's going to happen. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually start recording at the same time because I think that they're going to want to do recording and live stream. So here we go. We're going to click record. Hopefully I stay with you. When does OBS crash? This will be the time. All right, so now I'm streaming and recording. CPU is down to 1.0 to 1.2. Our kilobytes per second are 2675, 2662, 2678. 0 drop frames. We've been live for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Our recording has been 23 seconds now. So this is big. If the stream crashes, then we know Johnny's doing his job right. That's right. I gotta test it. We gotta kill it. Kill it with fire. I'm gonna check email. Iteration refinement 2 to 3. Oh, that's not good. Chat is looking good. This feels so strange right now to be like, hey, I'm just rocking and rolling. But I'll tell you, it's a lot better to have people here. So I appreciate anybody that's coming in here and having a good conversation. Sure is nice to see old familiar friends and new ones. So welcome. I could move a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to think. Maybe if I get higher angle, that'd be a better position. But I almost need a second person in here to really make it happen. I can bring the music audio down. So, let's see. What else is going on? So, other games. Yeah, I'm actually trying to make a game. I'm trying to write. I've got bad writer's block. I do have Draugr, if you're still here, Windwalker has been there's been somebody that's been giving me $5 a month since I probably first started streaming. Or it's been like 3 years. And I found out who it was, and I'm like, dude, it's you? And so I want to make sure, like, I'm changing this whole thing around, and I'm making him the star of this, his character the star of this game, because I just want to say thanks that $5 a month has been, like, it's just $5 a month, but the fact that he's just done it even when there's been dry spells and haven't been able to, like, with technical crap that's been going on, and with my mom and everything like that. It's just been, it's $5, but it just was really cool to have somebody do that. So I just wanted to be like, hey, he's a baby dragon now. Yeah. Oh, tech. Yeah. But it's cool. It's this little. Let me see if I can pull it up. I can show you. I'm actually really proud of the design. Because I was inspired by The Mandalorian and Stitch. And you should see it. So you'll see it immediately. You'll be like, Johnny, you're inspired, more like copied. Let me see if I can find it here. Here he is. So here, this is the guy. He's a little baby dragon. It's like Hellboy. Oh, let's see here. We're not gonna have it. He's a little baby dragon. I forget that. Let's see where we got. We getting there? In focus. In focus. 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 Coming on back. Well, you can see it. It's a fun little guy. And he's a baby dragon. It's like Hellboy, where this little dragon has the ability to, like, wipe everything off the planet. So it'll be neat to see what happens with that. And as the player, you get to kind of point this dragon in a different direction. And who are you going to? If it's going to go off, where is it going to go off? And you have to. There's some big repercussions narratively of which, is it going to be the bad guys, and are the bad guys the bad guys? And there's some fun stuff to think about. So I'm excited about that. That's Wind, W-Y-N-D, the dragon, little baby dragon. And I'm excited for them to be that was cool. But there's weird, because there's certain things you don't want to, I don't want to dabble in things that are too hot. I'm a milquetoast fence sitter, like Tim Pool likes to say. But I just like narratives, fun stories. Myers, I'm all for copying or rewriting content, but if I start your game, I'm gonna have an issue. I start your game in a half. Maybe that's where I need to start it. I don't know if you remember this, Myers, but when I was first learning how to do visual novels, I started doing a squad visual novel, which didn't make any sense. How can you make a squad visual novel? There's no narrative in squad. Should there be? Should there be a narrative in squad? I don't know. I think I want a sci-fi version of Squad. That would be my game of games. What else have I been playing? I'm trying to Eve Online I want to do, but it is so hard to commit to that. What else? Dyson Sphere, I'm playing. Here's the Storm from time to time. Planet Zoo, that's been my go-to like chill out game, is Planet Zoo, because I like seeing these animals and I try to make the animals happy. That makes me feel good. I'm trying to actually spend more time with my kids. So gaming has taken a back seat, which has been, I'm trying to do more art and stuff with them. But I realized I was gaming a lot and streaming a lot. So the streams too. I'm going to bed way earlier than I used to. I used to stream, if anybody remembers this, I used to stream Don't Do Evil, Never See You Again. Jurassic Park Evolution is decent, but Planet Zoo, but Dinos. I've gotten back into SimCity 2013. So which one was the EA SimCity? Was that SimCity 2013? Because I think, like, with hindsight, I think we realized that game has only gotten better. Because the multiplayer aspect now, I think people can appreciate, where they couldn't appreciate it previously. And people wanted City Skylines, which City Skylines is freaking amazing, too. Draugr, Max is 11 years old now. He is big. He is big. He's pretty fun. So he's really taking to art very well. We got hooked on Lego Star Wars, so we are doing a ton. Yeah, is that nuts? 11 years old. We are doing a ton of Lego Star Wars. He got the Lego Millennium Falcon. He has like Tatooine. He's got Luke's speeder. Tatooine he's got Obi-Wan's hut. I couldn't shell out for the cantina. The cantina started at $350, but now it's going for like $700. I can't do that. And so we're really doing Star Wars, and I'm trying to manage my rage for this Disney trilogy. So I actually have some pretty stupid rules that it can only be prequels or it can be the original trilogy. I don't let anything else. Oh my God, I sound like a Nazi. That's bad. Boscom, how you doing, Boscom? Good to see you. Legos get so expensive. Dude, so the thing is with Legos, they are now the only toy that I will buy the kids. Like anything else will be thrown away. Legos are the only thing that not only will they play with them until they're an adult, they could either give it to their kids, or if they resell them, they will only appreciate and value even the broken ones. Oh, this is the man behind the voice. That's right. Boss of the director's voice. I don't have my voice changer here at work. We don't have the VT3. So yeah, this is just me. I'm actually doing so we are at 1.7 CPU, 60 frames per second. We're streaming 2630, 2700. Yeah, I'm doing basically trying to crash OBS right now. I'm not playing a bunch of video files, though. I should probably be doing that. But the biggest thing is to ensure that we've got network connectivity. So we've got a live stream planned up. Yeah, so it's been good. It's been good. I like whoever does the network here for the building needs to get a raise, because this is too legit to quit. It's beautiful. So what do I do for work? I work in IT, information technology, and I am a product person. So I'm someone who designs digital products. I try to provide solutions. I love people. I love helping people. So I'm going to make things that are going to help you do whatever your job is easier. And the way I do that is I don't tell you how to do your job. I actually talk to you and we sit down. We go over, okay, what do you do for your job? And then I say, how difficult are things that are due to your job? And then I ask you, where do you have the most pain in your job? So we identify things called pain points, and then we work together to figure out how can IT, how can technology, how can computers make things easier for you? How can they make them better for you? So that's what I do for work. And then I creatively think of solutions together. So I work with you to figure out solutions, and then I document them to package them up to our development team. So I'm kind of a go-between between our application developers, the people that run the business, so they call it the business, and then our end users, which can be anybody in this case. So anyone who uses or does a job or interacts with a process for work. Yeah, it's cool. It's called product development. It's a lot of fun. A product owner. Yeah, so this was exciting. This office, it's a large building, but things have changed now so much, right, with COVID, that everybody's working from home. So we were lucky here that we actually have a large enough room. This is a studio that we've put together, and really, it's we have to do some painting. You can kind of see this big old cream strip behind there, or whatever color that is. It's not quite white, but we need to paint that. I'd like to do that. I got to get some black paint or whatever, the same color, charcoal paint maybe, to get that. But everybody's working from home for like a year, so I get to come in here and be socially distanced. Otherwise, I got to wear a mask, which my mask is over here right now. It's my mask today. Put this on over the. Hello. There we are. We're masked up. So, does it change anything? I feel like a TIE fighter pilot. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition feels like the original if you played it back in the day. I haven't played it. I want to play Age of Empires. I like castle building games. There's one that's coming up here. It's in early access. I just don't know. Is anyone else starting to get jaded with early access? I just feel like they're cash grabs now. Like there were more that people were really going to finish them. It felt like to me, and now I think people are actually just doing cash grabs and like, oh, it's done, and they can release it and it's just done. Stronghold, I think, tell me that's it. Oh my gosh! So let me tell you, there's Darth Vader. I played, so I got oh my god, my wife Lee got me an Oculus Quest 2 for Christmas. It came after Christmas, but it was my first time with VR. I played the Darth Vader game. It's called Darth Vader Immortal. I was laughing. I cried. I cried the first time I got in there. The opening scene, I wept. I was weeping. It was incredible. It was incredible. It was incredible. It was like I was there. And the technology isn't even that great right now. Like, it's still lower res and everything, but it was like I was there. The lightsaber fights aren't incredible, but just the ability to be. I have a memory that I was standing and talking to Darth Vader. Like, that is the coolest memory. It's dangerous. You could absolutely, if virtual reality was a thing all the time, you could absolutely just get stuck in there and that's it, and just be virtual reality all the time. All right. Can you check if I got any email? Let's check if I got any email. I'm going to check should say iOS distribution link count. Let me search for this. So this is now I am working with one of my developers just instant messaged me, and they're asking me to check an email Thursday at, what is today? Today's Friday. Oh my god, it's Friday. What happened there? I'll say this is my last one. So I'll hit print screen, and then I'll screenshot this, and then copy to clipboard, send it here. There. So that's that. Oh, man. I could see why, Tech. I could see why people live in that. VR is... And you could change... There's these different settings in the Quest 2. There's like the sci-fi city. Which, oh, man, did I want Cyberpunk to win big. Can anybody... Was it just a buggy mess? Like, has anybody played Cyberpunk or whatever? That was supposed to be the game of games. The hype on that one was probably equivalent to... Remember No Man's Sky? Do you remember the hype for No Man's Sky? The guy for No Man's Sky actually did, like, he got on the late-night talk shows, and they talked about the procedural generation. That was nuts. That was crazy. Yeah, but that Vader Immortal was ridiculous. Yep, no message today. Yes, no email today yet. The other interesting thing is that I don't normally stream with digital cameras like this, so I normally just use a webcam. So this is different because there's different optics on these lenses. So these are the Sony A6400s, I think. So Myers, you said watched a friend buy Cyberpunk at the playthrough. He was super hyped and loved it, but he was also disappointed in the mechanical bugs, the graphical glitches. Story was good, but the rest was not. That sucks. Remember the Keanu Reeves reveal? You're breathtaking. So Tech, you're saying that it's still fun to play as long as you play on a decent PC. Yeah, I guess you would have to have for consoles. That's where everything sucked at. It was all consoles. So Myers Mass Effect Legendary Remake. I hear they've adjusted some camera angles. That there's some hoopla about that. And Total Warhammer 3. I'm interested in that one for sure. I'm checking the chat here. My other chat. It's funny. I use Microsoft Teams at work, and then how's my email doing? Doing well. I'll probably go another 8 minutes, but let me double check. And then now streaming and recording. So we've been recording for 16 minutes. 0 drop frames. Do you want to know how long it's been since I've seen 0 drop frames? I don't know if I've ever seen 0 drop frames. It's probably the most beautiful. I just want to take a picture of it because it's one of the most beautiful visions. There's like the birth of my children, the day I got married. 0 drop frame. There are no words. So. Oh my God. The squad bugs. The ragdolls, Jet, yes. Oh my gosh. There was Can Do Cran, which I think I still have his highlights down below if you on Twitch. He did Johnny Omaha highlights when I would run with the FFO crew, the fight on the objective, which I think they are now Blueberry Esports, or a considerable portion of them are anymore. I don't know where I Love Your Backpack is. And I want to get back. I just miss it. I miss it so much. The squad is probably one of the best games. I don't know how V2 is going to improve it. I think that the commander mode, right? And I'm actually a backer of Imperium 1995. That looks incredible as well. And that's something that some of the squad devs are working on in their part-time for like their own work, which is weird. I don't know how that works. Like there's some interesting things there, but I'm a backer on that. And there's a commander who there's RTS components and the first-person shooter components. That's it, OP First Light. Dude, that map. I remember going OP First Light, and I had it like clockwork. So I would be one of the only... I always played tactical because I could never... Or strategic, which is the higher objectives, because I could never shoot. I still am horrible at shooting. So the first thing I would do was I'd run up, around, and I would go counterclockwise on the map, and I'd cook fobs. So I'd run up there. This is before even habs were there. And you run, you drop a fob Yeah, it was so great. Jet Flash for now. Helis are a little messed up, and if they release helis in that state, it'll be a flop. Yikes. No, it's such a good game, though. 50v50, can you believe it? We actually hit 50v50, so that's great. Just got an email. Let's see what that email is. Bug feedback link is requiring a sign-in. Oh, Tyler. So we need to see if there is a way that we can... So now I got to open up this bug, and I got to say, hey, is there a way that we can pass? So I'll do at this person, and I'll say, can we pass identity information to this window? Question mark. And I'll hit save. So we use Azure DevOps, which is a ticket system. So whenever any kind of development work happens, developers are very expensive. So if you want to make money, become a software developer. So because developers are so expensive, you have to really utilize them well, right? It's like a Patriot missile. Right? A Patriot missile is $1 million or something like that, probably even more than that. But you have to, every time you shoot one, you're burning $1 million. And that's how developers are. You have to make sure that they're working on the thing that you're going to get what your return on investment. So you got to make sure you're doing that. So we use an application called Azure DevOps. There's also Jira, which is another thing, another ticketing system. And yeah. Oh man, Project Awesome. I remember Project Awesome. What's going on? But no, I feel like Off-World Industries has bifurcated their development team, and they're really working on Beyond the Wire and maybe even some other projects is what it looks like, because the things have changed a lot. The speed of delivery is different. I'm going to close some of these. Hey, we're -2 right now, I think, in Omaha. -3. -3. So love it. No vehicle large. Oh, dude, Myers, you remember? Yeah. So that's the interesting thing. I am a different breed because people wanted to get into the action immediately. But to me, so it was hard because I also hate rushing points. I think that's because I don't shoot. So maybe it's my own thing. I'm like, I can't shoot. So when you rush, you win because I can't kill you. But yeah. But running to the first point, that's where that's where clans were made, was the banter of you. There was no Logi, there was no transport truck. You just ran to the point. And so you were running for like 6 minutes sometimes. So 6 minutes each game, you're playing 10 games. That's like an hour that you're spending with these guys. And I think that's what forged clans. Let's take a look. I got another email. Okay, we'll see. Info for whoever gets this one. Okay, cool. Nice. These kids got it easy with their MRAPs and pickup trucks. I never forgave them that they removed Operation First Light, says Jet. I have not seen the Vietnam mod. That is... I think that's another either previous... That's Chance Bra, isn't it? I think it is. I never really got into any Vietnam games. To me, I have to understand. I honestly, to this day, don't understand Vietnam. Like the war and what happened, and so it's hard for me to fight, and I want to be on the good guy's side. So, and I don't know if there is a good guy's side for that. I need to research it and figure out what happened. So, yeah. Oh, so here's Burning Lands, Vietnam, January. Let's see if it's blocked. No, it's not blocked. Wow, it looks good. Holy cow, that vegetation. Wow. Oh my gosh, Commander gets... Oh, that's cool. Like jets. There's a helicopter. The Paven Logistics. So it looks like it's squad with... Look at that. That's impossible. If that vegetation is real... Holy cow. Holy cow. That's insane. Those maps are insane. Yeah, the trees are... the performance, right? It looks great as a screen cap, but can you have 100 players running around on that thing? Oh, gore. Everybody wants gore. I don't want gore. I want laser beams and cauterized wounds. Everyone wants giblets. You want giblets? I don't want giblets. I just want stable. Okay, what do we have? No hidden podcasts for this week. No. Not this week. We're still recording 24 minutes. Oh, got an email. Let's check that. Virtual sales meeting. Friday, 1 to 1:30. I will accept that. All right. I have to cancel my discovery session now. Cancel. I'll say urgent conflict. Don't be afraid to cancel meetings. Don't, don't be afraid. All right, peace. I want to know what's new in your world, though. What are you guys working on? Biohaze, yo, this is crazy. Am I right? That is nuts. I was just checking my chat and my email because I'm working right now. This is a test. I am streaming for a test. It's a stability test. We are currently doing very well. I should probably be throwing more like multimedia and stuff at this, but I don't really have any videos to play. Maybe I do. Let me see. Should we find some? Let's go. We'll go wide. Gotta clean up all this stuff here. I got this. What's this? Cable management. We'll wind that up. Let's see if we can get some videos playing here. Whoa, wait, I got another software. Nope, we're good. I gotta jump. I like being, oh, you're over here now. I like being on top of it at work. When you're virtual, it should feel like you're there. So I don't like to let people wait. So this is a video of Max and me trying some stuff out. So let's try this. Hey, oh. So there's Max. All right, we're going to go back to this here. Oh, I cut out the other thing. We'll go back to here. That happened. That's the other side of the room there. All right, we are at 3.4% CPU. There he is. There's Maximilian. Yeah, so this is the studio. So Bio, yes. Where are you? You're over here, right? Where am I? Am I here? How's it going? Am I sticking out over this thing? Yeah. So right here, I'm testing for work right now. We have a studio at work that I help put together, and we haven't actually live streamed it. I had everything set up for live streaming, but it's one of those things that you're like, oh, I never, oh. And there's, I gotta save that. That's funny. There was me again. There was two of me. Yeah, there he is. Look at that little guy. He's pretty cool. But I never hit the go button on streaming. So this was to make sure that things are working okay. So this is a video that's playing in the background. Our CPU jumped from 1% or 1.7% to 3.7%. This video is a 720 video file. Let's take it and go full screen with it, shall we? So we're making it a little bigger there. Oh, I'm losing hair. That's fun. There's Milo. That's not Milo. That's Max. Jeez, what am I saying? So there's that, and then so we are at 3.8%. We can cut back to the main screen, where now it's just me over here, and good times. So now we're live, but then we're going to go back to the video. So there's a video playing right now, and Max is just screwing around over there, which is kind of funny, but he's not really here right now. That's all cleaned up, all that other junk. I don't even know what that is. Oh, those are for the lights, I think. I think we were setting up lights that night. This was for a podcast that we were doing with a very important, I think it was with the CEO of the company, which was pretty cool to do. That was a lot of fun. Our CEO is pretty smart guy, real smart, real quick. and I'm really happy that he's in charge. You can't say that about all CEOs out there. Like, look what's happening in Star Wars. Blah! Yeah. So that's the deal. We're just testing this out. So we got a video playing. We are back to, that's so funny. We're back to 7.1, and then, man, OBS has made leaps and bounds. I could probably do some more overlays, but man, has anyone ever crashed OBS before? Has OBS ever crashed on you? Hasn't on me. But yeah, there's some other stuff we're taking a look at, and this has been working really well. We've been streaming for 1 hour 40 minutes and recording for 30, so we're doing a multiple record and a stream at the same time. The CPU being, I cannot believe this encoder. I mean, the Elgato Duo is doing all the heavy lifting, so all the encoding is actually being done on a PCIe card right now, and it's really doing a fantastic job. 1080p, or P, I guess. 1080, 60 frames a second. Just incredible stuff. Biohaze, quality CEOs are invaluable indeed. They really do set everything, because without them, you got nothing, right? What do we have here? I just wrote a song about COVID. My wife. I just wrote a song about COVID-19. It's going to go viral. Get it? I'm like, you need to be a dad. You need to be a dad with a joke like that. Boom. I'm gonna send her a picture of everybody doing the head slap. I'm gonna do this. Like, this is what chat has to say. Everybody's chat. That's hilarious. Zoom it. That's funny. No, but for real, I wrote a song. I'm taking a picture of that. Pew. Boom. That's funny. It's gonna go viral. It's the dumbest. All right, let's see if the video's still working. I wonder if it's looping or not. I swear Max was just doing that. Max, sit down. Sit down in the chair. Oh! Put on your... That's hilarious. He's not really here, by the way. So that was just... I just talked to my virtual son. That sounds like something that would have happened. So, yeah. Man, I feel really good. I feel really confident about this. It's been great. I think the thing that I'm not testing is we stream on Vimeo, which that's an interesting thing, and I wonder if it's password protected because of the fact that we're not supposed to be streaming to a lot of people. So if you guys see not me on here or other people on here, oh my God, freaking let me blow up my Discord. You let me know, Johnny, you have the wrong stream key in. Oh my God, because that'll be the last time I work. So here. I will get fired. I don't know if that's true. I think it's true. I don't know if it's true, though. We'll see. All right. 12:10. What are you eating for? Yeah, that's a video. Tell me. Here we go. Video. That's video. He is. That must be on loop. That video's on loop. Max, have a seat. Oh my God, that's hilarious. That kid. That's funny. That was the night that they went and they got me this. So they got the rogue cat, Juke, which I should probably just send this to somebody because I don't need this anymore. I had to get the other one. This was like, not only was it $20, but then it was like the fuel and the time. It takes an hour to get to Lincoln, essentially. Oh, hell let loose. Let's see what's going on here. Hell let loose. All right. Quarter one. Dude, I haven't played Hell Let Loose since the alpha or whatever that was. I don't even know the game mechanics anymore, but it's Okay, so we have melee server admin camera. Maybe there we go. I'll start casting Hell Let Loose. Bringing the armor system rework, community voiceovers. Community voiceovers. Now I have to be an admin camera. Steam achievements, barbed wire functionality, localization, additional loadouts. MG34 sound improvements across the board. Bar footsteps to death. Warm-up staging period for warfare mode. XP level increase. Continued bug and crash fixing. UI changes. Max level increase. Improve up. Hell Let Loose was not... That's not based on the squad. Hell Let Loose was different. Improve optimization. Grass and foliage spawning improvements. Utah Beach offensive mode for both German and U.S. forces. Weapon visual quality overhaul. And many more changes. And many more. Still to come. Continued improvements to armor systems, campaign mode, flamethrowers, Kursk, SMDM overhaul, Russian weapons, Russian forces, Russian vehicles, continued in-game FX overhaul, continued in-game sound effects overhaul, continued implementation and expansion of Archon features, Eastern Front Map, Western Front Map X2. I could get into that game. Less teamwork, more pew-pew and running. I dig that. I think I still have the game. I just need to play it, I guess. Most of the postscriptum. Yes! Oh, no way! No way! Most of the postscriptum content makers moved to Hell Let Loose and other stuff after the postscriptum guys screwed them over a bit. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad news bears. Postscriptum. PCAT! How's it going, PCAT? Postscriptum is dead. Is it? I mean... Postscriptum is the one that is based on this, but they forked. They actually forked the squad development, so they're not actually using whatever squad is right now. They branched off completely off the source code and everything. That happened around when I went to Vancouver. That would have been 2 years ago now, or a year and a half ago now. Oh, the only thing more dead than Postscriptum is Beyond the Wire. I don't know if I really like Off-World Industries. I really like Squad, but good God, Beyond the Wire. I just is not my game. I like Beyond the Wire. Yeah. When I played it, it was just trenches and clubs. It's like club trench, like club foot. Like, that's not fun for me. Like, I wanted... Squad is just... Man, they had lightning in a bottle, and I don't think that they knew what they did. I love those guys, but I don't think they truly understood. I mean, maybe they did, but I don't know. Kevin Meyer says they didn't like where the game was going, complained, and the Postscriptum devs community said no more early access content for you. Say nice things about our game or else. Oh. The niche game, The Wire. Well, there's Verdun. Verdun had done it already. Verdun was another game, World War I, trench warfare, with the whistles. I remember the whistles all the time, and they did a really good job. But I didn't like it then either. But you just had to be like, all right, you go, and then it was this weird attack phase, defense phase, and it's all in trench warfare. But because I think it's just to stop, if you get a good run, the game artificially stops you. One game that I have played that I'm freaking in love with, Star Wars Squadrons. Holy crap. That's an incredible game, Star Wars Squadrons. Oh my God, Star Wars Squadrons. That's a run, don't walk by Squadrons. Holy crap. Even if you... Yeah, I guess apparently you could play it in VR as well, but I haven't even done that. Myers, I am down. I need a team. I want a Squadrons team. Oh my God. That Squadrons looks amazing. Yes. I have the HOTUS that I used for Elite Dangerous, but I'm not doing Elite Dangerous much anymore. No, I don't do Elite Dangerous at all anymore. What am I talking about? What was the last time I used? I like American Truck Simulator, so I'm trying to get that here. We're trying to actually, so American Truck Simulator. I was going to try to play that today, but I have to bring in my rig. And I didn't want to do that. That defeats the purpose of the test. The Star Wars mod. I want PlanetSide 3. And I want them to use The trick about Planet Side is that it's just too long. It's too open-ended. The wars, yeah. That's PCAT, American Truck, Logi runs for a squad. I'd do it. Imagine you combine the two. But they're actually doing every state. Like it, they're starting with the big states. You know, there's an Arizona in American Truck Simulator. I don't know what I'm going to do for lunch. We have a gas station I could probably go to. PCAT, how are you? What have you been doing? I've been out. I've been so out of it. Are you still streaming Squad? How's that going? Crickets. Still streaming Squad, still going to school. What are you going to school for, if I can ask? You don't have to answer. But, good, I'm glad you're still streaming Squad. How's Playground doing? I got to still say thank you, by the way, to you and the folks over at Playground for still keeping my admin cam there. So I appreciate that. Oh, accounting. Good, excellent. I'm glad. I'm glad that, for the most part, it seems where I'm at now. Now, I haven't been engaged, right? But I like that Squad drama has settled a little bit. And I only say that being away, so maybe it hasn't. But my perspective is there's not the bickering in the frickin' groups that used to happen. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But it got nasty. It got nasty for a little bit, and I don't see that. D, hit me up. Oh. Well, let's see this. I'm going to check out the Discord message. I will check out this is where? The one thing, and I actually said there was this one of the partners got banned from a, thanks, D. I'm getting you there. One of the partners got banned from a Mumblereens server, and the Mumblereens were the only ones doing the playtest, and so things got kind of like weird. All right, announcements. All right, Squad. Crispy, January 22nd. Okay. First charity event. Call to arms. Call to arms. Playtest. Wow, I haven't looked at this in a while. Test server. Yesterday. Holy crap. Hello, everyone. Today we need to discuss an important topic. Recently... Did I just say I like that the drama wasn't happening? Today we need to discuss an important topic. Recently, a member of the OWI team was publicly targeted and harassed within our Discord here and in other community Discord servers. This harassment included personal media that was not publicly available at the time and was being used in an immature attempt to humiliate one of our team members. This is an absolute breach of trust and not something we stand for. After looking at the evidence we have, it's also clear that this was an attack based on sexism. We want to take this time to reiterate that discrimination based on gender, race, sexuality, or religious beliefs is not acceptable within any of our community spaces. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but we can't talk about it, no. But we as a team and a company stand by our beliefs that sexism has no space within our community. No one should feel uncomfortable being a part of this community, and we will be doing our part to remove this type of behavior as quickly as possible. I don't know if you can remove this type of behavior. You can remove messages. If you feel like you have or are witnessing a situation like this in any of our community spaces, please be sure to notify a moderator or community member of our community team so that we can all work on addressing the problem together. We ask all players of Squad to take an active stance against sexism, racism, ableism, and any other form of discrimination. The game's strength lies in the growth of the community, and we should always be striving for a supportive, inclusive space. And to those of you that enjoy actively engaging in sexist, racist, ableist, or otherwise discriminatory behavior, we don't want you here. You're not welcome within the Squad community. You don't think you needed that obviously? That's the part where I'm like, when does it go from an announcement into a virtue signal? Like, you made your point very clear there, but we don't want you here. I mean, I get it. I get it. You can say whatever you want to say, but that's the part right now that just kind of drives me nuts. It's like, yep, got it. Get it. It's terrible. I don't think anyone should have to deal with that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So, but I wonder, I mean, the weird thing is even in there's nothing. There's nothing about it. Like, I don't see any. I mean, how many people were? Do you know anything about it, Kat? I don't know anything about it. I didn't see anything about it, so they moderated it out. Like, what? I mean, I don't know. To me, it gets to a point where you don't want. Oh wow, you don't want people to. I don't know. You need to take a stand. Do you make a big deal? I don't know. I don't know if there's a right thing to do there. That's a tough one. How would you handle it? Yeah, no, see, that's the other thing. No, without context, you just have to then trust. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's like this, but like the Gia Carano story, right? Where everyone's saying it's this. Everyone's saying it's X. When you look at it yourself, you're like, is it X? Is it Y? So that's the part where it's hey, tell it to love me. Cat lady, I say hi back to wonderful cat Lumbee. Tell it to Lumbee. Yes. It's tricky. It's a tricky, slippery slope. All I want to do is play my game, or all I want to do is do some work, or all I want to do is do whatever we got to do. There's just a lot going on. So, yeah. Stuttering streamer. That's a name I haven't heard for a long time. A long time. Great to see you, Stutter. How are you, Stutter? I thought they banned the Pepe Frog. Did the Pepe Frog go away? And then also a Twitch emote got removed recently as well. Was it Kappa got removed? PogChamp, that's right. Why did PogChamp get removed? It's like a revolving one now, right? PogChamp is now like it'll be a different PogChamp every time. Cuz was it for the Capitol riot? Oh my gosh. Oh, that PogChamp guy said it? Oh my goodness. Well, at least we still have Total Biscuit. May he rest in peace. As the lull. I don't think there's a better laugh than TB. There it is. Man. All right, so I have a 1 o'clock, and then I have a frickin' 2 o'clock. So the virtual sales meeting. Virtual sales. 1.7 CPU. Man, it's freaking ridiculous. Dude, I'm going to save up these. If these cameras weren't $1,000, I would probably have one at home. These are beautiful, these Sonys. The other interesting thing about them is that you have to, like the battery, you have to not have them battery powered, so there's this battery pack that sticks out, so the thing's open the whole time. It's freaking me out a little bit. I don't like that the battery compartment's open, but... Stutter, I'm glad you're surviving. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, it's nuts. It's tricky right now. I'm glad. So I work in the transportation and logistics space, which is a good place to be right now. I'm not borrowing a camera. I'll buy it. How much is... Let me see how much these are right now. Amazon. Sony. I just bought, by the way, a USB foot switch. A6400. Sony A6400. Mirrorless camera with a 16 to 50 lens. So I can get the body for $898 and I can get packages starting at about $1,000. I don't want my face on cam. Like here it's different. Like we're going to have some really important, smart, intelligent, good-looking people. But like when I'm streaming, I don't want me. I want to see the action. I don't think. Oh, Stutter, have you been? I should be getting. Why am I not getting notifications? I'm going to your. Oh, I'm not signed in. I need to reconfigure my Gmail. I need to make sure I'm getting notifications or on Discord. I want to be there. I want to be in your numbers. A lot of the time, I'm not. I'm either working on other stuff, but I will be there to boost the viewer count. Starter, you were doing like handyman stuff, right? And then, well, no. You were doing videography, but you were also doing. Your dad does D&D. This is a test for me. You played D&D with your dad, and I thought you were also doing handyman stuff on top of your video stuff, but you were doing music, video, 3-cam setups, and stuff like that. If I remember correctly. It's been a while, and so I'm sorry if I forget. That should be the ultimate quiz. I think I think streamers should have to. It's only by like screen name, and we should have to like remember how well do you know your audience? How well do you know your viewers? Which is hilarious. Oh, Draugr got you in there. Nice. Draugr's following you. Thanks, Draugr. Myers, you been doing DoorDash? How's DoorDash? I'd be interested in how you like the app. Yes. That was it, painting. And you do live production though with the cam, right? You would all get together and you'd switch cams and stuff. Checking that. Oh man. Is anybody this is not the time. This Gorilla Glue thing is ridiculous. God, what is going on? Also, it is not the time to build a computer. Holy crap. The app is a buggy piece of garbage, but when it works, it's nice. Drive around, listen to music, choose my own hours, get paid every week. So this is where, as a product person, I would say, okay, it's buggy. Let's dive into those bugs. So that's where, when I hear that, I'm like, because I'm doing app development for our users. And it's very similar to a DoorDash, but not, but yeah. That's where I would say we'd actually schedule a meeting and you would walk me through and you'd say like, and look, this isn't actually where I am, but it says that I'm here, but I'm not here. And it does this every time. And I have to click okay 3 times in order for it to then go out to here, which will kind of get me where I need to go. And then that's what I do. It crashes like countrywide. It goes down every month, sometimes multiple times a week. GPS issues as well. So yeah, so those are the things that for what, if you get into MySpace, I would talk to you about. Let's see what's going on here. 12:30. Okay, the snow is, we missed us. What is it now? Forecast. -3. I think I need to go get some gas station pizza. Oh, man. I'm interested too, like let's see here. Either cam up or switching. Rare gigs I've been doing a multicam streams for a local symphony. That's pretty cool. I would do. Oh, that reminds me of. I got to see Final Fantasy. There was an orchestra. It's the Arnie Roth Orchestra. It goes around, and it's Final Fantasy Orchestra. And they call it something. What do they call it? Let me double check. It's like Final Fantasy Arnie Roth. Oh, Dark World. Oh, Distant Worlds. That's what it was called. It was the Distant Worlds. It was fantastic. And I actually was in Chicago. We drove to Chicago from Omaha for the first time. There were 2 shows. There's like an A show and a B show. So that the A show, they play certain songs, and the B show, you play certain songs. We went to the the Chicago show. It was the first time ever that they did the A show and the B show in the same day. And so everybody freaking, there was a 10-minute or 12-minute or 20-minute applause, standing ovation for Final Fantasy VI, the opera. There's an opera that happens, and the opera singers only have like 5 lines, but it was a 20-minute standing ovation for this. It was just it was so great. It was so great. That's a good question, Jet. Let's check FPS drops. We are at 0 drop frames. We are at a 1.3% CPU, 60 frames per second. We are recording for 55 minutes. We've live streamed for 2 hours and 6 minutes. Things are going really well. Oh my gosh, tell me you're both going to go to the gas station. That's good. Love it, love it, love it. Things are going well. And hopefully our audio is sounding a little better, Jet. Jet had some really great message about the audio. We're probably not going to have music actually on my company's stream, but it's good to know we bumped up this mic here. The funny thing is, because I'm louder than most people, that I have to bring my mic way down on our mixing board so that I'm in the same level as anyone that I'm interviewing. So I actually get to do some internal podcasts, which has been a lot of fun. That's where this whole thing happened. Actually, funny story. My new CIO did these direct address, and it was like he was reading on his laptop, and I said, CIO, you need to come over, and we need to cut a podcast over at my house. And he did. I was like, hey, this was like COVID was just kind of like we were still trying to figure all that crap out. So it wasn't in the deep heart of COVID. But he did, and we cut a podcast, and he's like, what do we do to get one of these at where I work? So, and then we did, and then it was like he waved his, man, it's good to be the king. Let me tell you, when you are at a sea level, like, things happen. I've never been a part of something like that before. It was amazing. It was incredible. It was, like, normally it's like, oh, maybe we'll get to it in 6 months. It was like, what are the things you need to order on Amazon? They ordered them the next day. It's incredible. So it's really exciting. We've got some LED lights in here, so it's nice and cool. If we had halogens, we'd be a fire hazard. Number 1, I'd be sweating bullets. We have 4 Rode Procaster microphones, which are the microphone that I use. We've got the Rode boom arm. We've got 4 cloud lifters. They all go into a X-Air 18 digital mixing unit, which right now, I think it's because of our security settings. I actually can't update the firmware from these computers, so I might have to bring in something. So I keep getting disconnected. So I think it's because of our security settings. But yeah, it's been a really great. We've got this 4-inch foam. This is freaking 4-inch acoustical foam. Normally people go the 1-inch or 2-inch. This is the 4-inch, which is, it just sucks up the sound. And this was somebody's old office that we just nabbed. It's probably a 30 by 15 room, maybe 30 foot, maybe less. I think it's 30 by 15. And it's a beautiful, so everybody can be socially distanced, and we can do it. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited. It's been a fun go. Got a stream deck here. They set it up with a really sweet, this rendering computer. I can't believe it. What the hell? This i7 10700, which that is the weirdest. Try saying that. What kind of i7 do you have? How do I say it? How do you say? Yes. So it was for 24. The foam is on Amazon Jet. It's $600 for 24 feet, 24 squares. So this room, it probably cost $3,600 to treat. Quotes for professional acoustical treatment were $12,000 for this room. $12,000 to do this room up professionally. So we got to do it at a quarter of the price. And it's so reusable. Like, I probably, if I had to hang it again, which I do, we use some pretty big nails. I probably would have gone with finishing nails instead of things with really big heads, because I think this is going to rip up the foam a little later. But yeah, the foam's really good. You're looking for 4-inch acoustical foam. You could get away with 1 or 2, I mean, honestly, but 4 is unlike anything ever. It's just, I couldn't, even between my studio, I've got 2-inch at home, and I come in here and it's just, you just hear the sound stop, which is pretty cool. But I don't know, how do you say, does anyone have a new Intel processor? Because how do you say 10700? Is that how you say it? I have an i7 10700. Like, these Intel, how do you say these Intel frickin' Intel chipsets? Intel CPU. Like, it looks good. Well, you see, oh, it's 10700, like in a line, it's like, but when you try to say it out loud. Yeah, so here's the model. i9 10910. Like, what? Or I've got the i9 10900K or 10900KF. What the hell is a kid? Oh, they brought back hyperthreading. Remember when Intel dropped hyperthreading? They must have brought it. When did they bring it back? I've been out. You just say new. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's easier to say the freaking size, the 14 nanometer or whatever the hell it is. Yeah. Are they 14s? Is that what they are now? The AMDs were at 7, right? AMD 7 nanometer NM. Yeah, Zen 2. Dude, I freaking love my Ryzen. I've got a Ryzen. I don't have the 5800. Oh my god, you can get the 5800 now. No way. This is out of stock. Yeah. Screw you, Bing. I'm like, how could you get this? I've been looking for this chip. I have the 3950X. Yes, I have the 3950X. And it is the coolest thing ever. I also have, like, now is the time for me to sell my graphics card. Holy crap. I wonder how much I could get for it right now. I have a 295X2, which is an AMD card. I need to see here. Let's see. 295X2. I bought it for like $1,000. So they're still selling them. So eBay's $300 now. So this guy wants to sell it for $1,200, but it has its own liquid cooled thing. It's a Sapphire 295X2 8 gigabytes DDR5 graphics card. It was supposed to be like a mining card. What do they do here on Amazon? They want 5. Oh, it's unavailable. eBay. $237, $100, $152, $200, $300, $320. But now let's find what a 1080 costs. So let's go to 1080. A 1080. Oh. What? 1080 is still but it's not a buy it now. 350, 370. Where's the buy it now? I guess it's not as bad. I thought that this stuff, they're scalpers. Maybe it's just new stuff. AMD, I'll give you 350. Yeah. If you can even find any of this stuff, this is the time. I think it's time. D, what do you think? Omaha needs a micro center. Yes? Omaha needs a micro center. The answer is yes, it does. Oh my god. Okay, it's 12:40. Final count here, team. I am going to go to the gas station and get some gas station pizza. So I need some powder on this face. to make it a little less. That was very. What was that? Needs to be a little less shiny. We are at 2% CPU, dropped down to 1.4 just as I looked over here, which is outrageous. 0 dropped frames, 0.0%, live for 2 hours, 15 minutes, recording for 1 hour and 4 minutes. I would say that this is great success. Great success. All right, everybody. Special thanks to the brave men and women of the United States Armed Forces. For us, Squad is just a game that we play. But for those brave men and women laying their lives down on the line every day, there are no respawns. There is no right-click bandage. So at the end of every cast, we like to say thank you, active duty military personnel. Thank you, reserves. And especially thank you to those veterans out there for your service and your sacrifice. The Squad stream salutes you. That's the first time I've ever done that on a camera. So that's it, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was so great seeing all these fantastic names. Miss you all very much. And you got a 3060 Ti for $400, D. That is the deal. Fantastico. All right, boys and girls, have a great day. Thank you for your help, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Oh my gosh, if I gotta start streaming here. That's what I gotta do. So there we go. All right, see you, everybody.